What's up everybody and welcome back. Are you ready for another meal prep video? I know I haven't done one in a while, but I've been either working or traveling or just haven't been in the kitchen much. But if you're ready to do this, let's get started. If you're new and this is your first time just hopping on this video, my name is Sonya, by the way. I do fitness, food, and lifestyle videos, mainly focusing on like a healthy lifestyle. All right, so a lot of meal prepping goes on up in this kitchen. Well, it hasn't for a while, but it will today. All right, so we are going to make some rolled tacos, flautas, however you want to call them. That's what we're making today. Pretty simple recipe. You know, we can do it in about 15 minutes of prep time. Well, a little bit longer, but 15 minutes really in total. First things first is we need some chicken. Now I'm using chicken breast and we're going to shred it, okay? To make this the easiest on you, there's a few different ways that you could do this, right? You could buy, the rotisserie chicken from like your Costco, your Sam's, your Walmart, or any other local grocery store. They sell them for about $5 to $7. You just take the breast off. You want to do it when it's warm and you want to sit there and you want to take 2 forks and you want to shred it. I didn't do that because I wanted to control exactly what was in there. I actually took 3 chicken breasts and I put it in my crock pot this morning on 4 hours on high. All I added was a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I already started shredding some chicken. I shredded 2 of the chicken breasts already and I have 1 chicken breast left here to cook. Let me show you how easy this is, but don't let your chicken get cold or put it back in the refrigerator because it comes harder to shred apart. See, that's what happens when you cook it like in a crock pot. You can bake it too, but I think the crock pot just, tenderizes it really well. And I threw the chicken breasts in there frozen. They weren't defrosted. It was just 3 frozen chicken breasts. I put a half a cup of water in the crock pot with just the salt and pepper. That was it. And that's pretty much done. So let's go ahead and get started on the filling, all right? So we have our 3 chicken breasts, which is roughly about 500 grams of chicken, already shredded. I'm gonna put that in a bowl. We're gonna do a half a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, a half a teaspoon of cumin, and a half a teaspoon of chipotle chili pepper. Now, of course, I measured out all my seasonings here. So we'll just go ahead and put those right in here. Put it in the bowl, people, put it in the bowl. Now, this is optional for you, but I like mine with like a little bit of crunch to it, little vegetables in it. So I have about a 1/4 cup of red pepper and green bell pepper chopped up. Now you could saute these if you want it before you put it in, but they're gonna cook in the air fryer. I didn't tell you that, did I? We're gonna cook these in the air fryer. So we're just gonna put that in there. I want a little crunch to mine. Same thing, I have a 1/4 cup of Spanish onion, yellow onion. And this was, before it was all chopped up, 1/4 cup of cilantro, but now that it's all diced up, it looks kind of small. So we have 2 types of cheese that we could use. We have fat-free cheddar cheese. This has 0 grams of fat. It's 45 calories per 1/4 of a cup, okay? Which is about 28 grams. Now we have a 2% style, usually like skim milk, but this is a Mexican style cheese. It's 90 calories for a 1/4 of a cup with 6 grams of fat. So it's up to you. We're gonna go with the non-fat cheese. I'll use the other cheese later. I'm gonna use 2/3 of a cup of this fat-free cheddar cheese. And that's roughly 60 grams of cheese going in there. And then I also have some cream cheese, some fat-free cream cheese as well. We're gonna do about 3 tablespoons of this. All right, so with cream cheese, typically when you're spreading this on a bagel, it's really, thick and hard. So if you let it sit out for a little bit, it'll become more palatable, softer. So we're gonna use that, about 2 to 3 tablespoons. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and add about 4 tablespoons of any kind of salsa that you want. And depending on your your spice level, you can get, medium, mild, hot, extra hot, damn hot. And then just because we want kick it up a little notch, we'll do a little bit of jalapenos. Now these are diced jalapenos. So if you don't like hot at all, then omit them. I'm gonna get a fork so we don't need the juice. So just about a tablespoon of this as well. All right, so let's go ahead and mix all the ingredients. Now, if it isn't, creamy enough, we can always add some more cheese into the mix, but really break up that cream cheese See, if it was hard, it'd be harder to mix up. All right, so I went ahead and mixed everything up and got it to that consistency. So it looks just like like that. You don't want it too dry. So I did add a little bit more cream cheese. So we used about 6 ounces in total. And then I added a few more tablespoons of the salsa, so about a half a cup to 2/3 of a cup. Now it's up to you depending on how big your chicken breasts are or how much you're making, but you can kind of tailor it to, to your quantities, I should say. So for tortillas, we're gonna use these Mission Carb Balanced tortillas. One tortilla is only 70 calories. It has about 19 grams of carbs, but 13 grams of dietary fiber. So that's really 6 grams of net carbs. Now, anytime you're using some kind of tortilla, whether it be flour or corn, you need to heat them up a little bit. Now, you can either do this on a dry pan on the stove, on the grill. I'm just gonna put them in a paper towel like this and put them in the microwave for a few seconds. Just way that, when I go to roll them, they don't start like ripping on me, all right? So about 45 seconds in the microwave. Okay, another tip, when you go to put the filling on the tortilla, don't overstuff it, otherwise everything will come out. Make sure that you just put, a nice size, about maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons full in the tortilla, depending on the size of your tortilla. Because you can get those little, oops. All right, so they're done out the microwave. We'll take the first one right here, and then you can see me wrap this up. So come on down. All right, so just fold these over, and as you bring back, you want to tuck in, okay? Tuck and roll. And then when you get to right about here, we're going to take some avocado oil or olive oil or whatever oil that you use, and you just want to brush the side so that it sticks together. We have some more filling, so this is not all the way done. I do have some more tortillas, but first let's go ahead and get these into the air fryer, and then I'll work on the second batch. Don't meal prep without having something on your stomach, because all I know is that I want to eat all of these right now, and typically a serving is about 2, okay? All right, let's get the air fryer going. All right, so I have my air fryer here, and depending on how big yours is, quart size, you may need to do several batches. All right, let's see how many I can fit in. All right, so that's 5. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of that oil and I'm gonna just brush it on top, just so they get a nice little, crunch. All right, so 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. We can check it, but let's put it around 18 minutes to start. All right, I'll see you back in 18 minutes. I'm getting hot. Oh. I'm hungry. It's only 5:30 and this is my first meal of the day, so I don't do intermittent fasting, but somehow it just happened that way. Is this time going past? Is this thing working? I'm gonna finish making these and I'll see you back in about 18 minutes. We're almost there, folks. The time is running down. I am okay. All right, let's take them out. To be exact, that is 16 minutes. I timed them the first time I cooked the first round. This is the second round. All right, so 16 minutes exactly in the air fryer on 400 degrees. All right, so I lived in California for about 5 years, and I used to go to this place called Alberto's, and they made the best rolled tacos, flautas, you ever can imagine, right? So when we got them, they were always served with like lettuce on top. And then we always have some guacamole. H-E-B, my local grocery store, has some of the best guacamole. And just go ahead and lather that on generously. Lather. Dump that on, people. Dump it on. And again, you can add as much or as little as you want depending on, your macros. Let's add a little bit of fresh pico, onions and tomatoes on top. And And then I have some of that Mexican cheese. Now you can keep using the non-fat cheese, but I just like the Mexican cheese on top. And then lastly, hit it with the cilantro. I don't know about you, but this looks daggone amazing, okay? Time to go in for a bite, or 16. No. This is 10 here. I have a few more left over there to make. I just wanted to get these out first, and my son keeps coming down like, Mom, are they ready? Are they ready? Are they ready? I'm like, no, they're not. No, they're not. I have to take pictures. All right, folks, let's go ahead and dig in real quick. But first, let me pause for a thumbnail. So excited. I just go from right here. Right here. I'm gonna open his mouth. It's gonna be wide. All right, these are freaking amazing. I'm just telling you, I'm not lying. They do have a little bit of heat to them. So if you don't like it spicy, you can omit the jalapenos. But to me, it's perfect. A lot of times when you get these at the store or you buy these out, there's never enough filling in there, right? It's always like a lot of tortilla, but nothing inside. These, I stuffed them pretty good. Okay, making a mess. You can also add some salsa and dip a little bit of salsa in there too if you like. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off, but I need to say goodbye first. If you didn't know, I do have a cookbook that you can get recipes like, well, not this one, but you can get recipes that I've done in the past before. There's about 20 different recipes in there. It's called It's a Meal Prep Thing. That was volume 1. I don't know if the volume 2 is gonna be coming in the near future, maybe, but go check it out. Other than that, you know what I say, stay focused, stay positive, and keep it moving. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.